Hey everyone, it's Rena, and today I am doing an inspired look by Taylor, the creator, on Instagram. Her name is Taylor, and she's a digital artist, and she makes these wonderful creations of different black models, and I just love her artwork. So I want to make one inspired by one of the characters she has drawn. As that's going on, I'm also going to be talking to you about a total random topic such as marriage. So I watched Chizi Duru. I'm just shooting out names here. I watched Chizi Duru on YouTube, and for those of you who don't know her, she is a content creator that makes beauty and hair and stuff creation for the black community. And I wanted to make a reaction, kind of like a reaction video to what she had mentioned in her latest video. So in her latest video, it's titled "A Nigerian Man Broke My Heart: 3 Lessons That She's Learned." So one of the main lessons she's talks about is the whole concept of marriage, and she brings up some very valid points. So one of the main concepts was, in the beginning of a relationship, especially when you're in like an older age, somewhere between like I would say early 30s to mid 30s, you're usually trying to look for more of like a companionship or like a long-term relationship. You're not really trying to hit it and quit it like some people are in their 20s. Mind you, there are people in their 20s who literally end up in very long-term relationships. But the point is that she wants to know what their person is really looking for before she actually begins this relationship. And I think that's a really great question to ask in the beginning of a relationship, because then you kind of know what to expect, and you're not really set for failure if you kind of know what both your intentions are. It doesn't really have to be a relationship it doesn't have to be stuff that you're looking to happen to you, but you kind of just want to know what they're looking for, and just in overall doesn't really has to mean with you per se. But anyways, here is some audio clips, and then I'll link it in the description below, so if you want to see her full video on that, it's actually a really good watch. And let's get started.
Pretty early on in our conversations, because one thing about me, I'm gonna ask you, what are you looking for? Not necessarily from me, but what are you looking for in life? Where are you at with your life? Are you looking to date? Are you trying to get married? Do you want to build a family? Are you looking for friendship? I need to know, so I can gauge how this conversation goes.
So I'm just going to pause it right there. And I think, like I said, I think that's such a great concept to bring up, because so many people go into these relationships and they kind of rush things, and then they realize the person was literally just in it just for friendship, because sometimes people are just really lonely, especially with the whole COVID thing going on. Your whole dynamic of life being so sheltered, and all of a sudden now we're back into trying to socialize again. So some people are just honestly just looking for friendship, and I think just trying to make sure that you're on the same page is a huge key quality into making sure that is going to work out.
I mean, like, what are your intentions? You don't have to say it like that, but where are you in your life? I had asked him something along those lines, and Mez was like, I'm really looking for marriage and family. I want to have kids pretty soon as well. And I was like, now the marriage part, I said, oh, you want to get married? Honestly, women, we need help, because all he said was, I want to get married. I heard, oh, he wants to get married to me. Hey, and that leads me to my first lesson. Okay, the first lesson that I learned.
So yeah, her first concept was just like, as soon as she heard the whole marriage part, she kind of stopped listening. And I feel like a lot of people kind of do that, and that's how they end up in these kind of relationships that don't really work out so well. So yeah, she was saying biggest concept is to actually listen to what the person's saying, not just what you want to hear. There's so many people, and I have a few friends that kind of did the same thing. They kind of just went into this relationship, and they knew that their intention was to, I want to get married someday. And then they asked the person that they're seeing at the time, and the person was like, yeah, I would like to get married sometime, maybe in like the next 2 years, but they weren't saying that they're planning. And like, mind you, this is like early on in the relationship. They're not trying to like say that they're planning on getting married today or in like the next like few months, but then they somehow think that, yes, I'm that person that they're thinking of. They want to get married to me, and that's where you rush things and you have problems in the long run.
And my mind, instead of taking it for, I want to get married soon within a year or two, I heard, I want to get married soon within a year or two to you. Baby, he didn't say to me, okay? You have to take the words of what they're saying and their actions for face value. Stop putting things in their mouth. He didn't say he wanted you. He said, I'm just looking for marriage.
And with that said, yeah, too many people do that. I'm in a relationship right now. I've been in a relationship for like 7 years. I've never been a person to really think about or fantasize about the whole weddings and marriage on its own. I'm always like, what's the point? Why are we so excited for this? Because I have a friend right now who got married, and it's not the problem about the whole getting married part. It's more of the fact that some people rush into it and they're either not mentally ready for it or they're not like financially ready. And my friend who went and got married, they're not financially ready because now that they're sitting at this point where they're like, oh, I can't do anything because I'm paying off the bills and the expenses from the wedding. And mind you, they didn't even have an expensive wedding. Like, their parents helped them out with so much that they really shouldn't be that set back. And just to do like simple things like just visiting from one city to another, which is like maybe like a 5-hour drive, and to be able to go to like a theme park or something and be like, ah, man, I don't know if I can do that. That's to me is very frustrating. Like, why did you rush getting married if it's going to set you back so much? Like, it just didn't make sense. And I think if you're not there yet, if you're already living with the person and you guys are happy, why do you need to, oh my god, there goes my voice. So if you if you're living with a person and you're happy, why do you need to go rush and just get this paperwork done? Like, can someone explain to me what's the other benefits of getting married other than like it's going to be your taxes are now messed up because now you have two people on that, so you're not getting back as much. And other concepts, I like, what's the other benefits? Why are we so excited? Please tell me. Thank you.